Hey everybody, how's it going? Welcome to Daily's 2A News. Now, since I do a lot of videos on this channel about California, the Second Amendment in California, and so forth, I get a lot of questions from people asking about updates on some of the big cases that are going through the Ninth Circuit Court of Appeals over there. One of the biggest ones is what started out as Duncan V. Becerra and is now Duncan V. Bonta. That is the magazine ban case. So I want to give you guys a quick update on that for all those people that have been emailing me. Let's get started. Now, I gotta be honest, these are not my favorite videos to make because there's really not all that much information to share, but I figured since I get so many questions on the topic from people wanting to know what's going on with Duncan V. Bonta, that it just made sense to make a video to get everybody up to speed so that everybody understands exactly where we sit as of the time of this video. So this is a very important case in California. This is the case that originally started California's Freedom Week, when Judge Benitez put an injunction against California's law that stopped people from owning, possessing, and purchasing magazines that could hold more than 10 rounds. Now, that went on for a 7-day period. At the end of that 7-day period, Judge Benitez also put a stay on his own order, which stopped any more commerce from happening, but at the same time, kept legal anything that anybody had acquired during that time period. And people got a taste of freedom and they loved it, and rightly so, because it's pretty incredible once you actually get a little bit of freedom in your life. And so they want to know what's going on now because they want that freedom back. There's been a lot of movement through the courts, and pretty much, I mean, almost all of it has gone our way. It's gone the way of the Second Amendment. But California doesn't like the outcome, so they keep appealing, keep appealing, keep appealing. Well, they finally appealed to an en banc panel of the Ninth Circuit Court of Appeals, and hearings started on June 22nd of 2021. So just over the summer, they had hearings with an en banc panel, which is basically, I believe it's 11 judges from the Ninth Circuit Court of Appeals. They heard the oral arguments from both sides. As a matter of fact, the oral arguments are available to watch. You can actually watch it, or you can listen to it if you'd like and hear the arguments from both the state and the plaintiffs here. So you can actually listen and watch the entire court proceeding, which was really interesting. Now, after that, there really hasn't been that much movement, more or less just filings. So you have filings from the plaintiffs and so forth that have happened since then, but we don't have any more information about anything specific like a ruling from the Ninth Circuit. So the Ninth Circuit hasn't handed down an actual final decision on this. Now, if the decision goes our way, obviously there's still more options for appeals, right? The state could appeal, the people could appeal to the Supreme Court, and so you could see this go all the way up to the Supreme Court. Now, if this is ends up being a win for the Second Amendment, and the Supreme Court does what it's notoriously good at doing and not hearing Second Amendment cases, then that win would stand. But you have to remember that works both ways, right? If it doesn't go our way and we appeal to the Supreme Court and they don't hear it, then it gets kicked back down to the lower courts and that would stay. But really, the last thing to happen here, guys, I know everybody wants to know what's going on, what's going on, what's going on, what's the latest update. Remember, the courts work very, very slowly, and they're not really interested in pushing anything speedily when it comes to Second Amendment stuff. So the last thing that happened was June 27th, oral arguments, the en banc panel of the Ninth Circuit Court of Appeals, and then some more court filings and stuff like that have happened since then, but nothing major yet. But we are getting close to the end of the road. Okay, we're getting very, very close to the end of the road. This is something that's been going on for years now. It's been going, I mean, since its original filing and the moment that we're at right now, years on this one. And I think that, potentially if we don't see what we want to see, and if there's another appeal, it could maybe go another year or two. So it's not like we're going to see any relief anytime very soon, but it is a very important case, and this case could set precedent for the rest of the country. That's something that you need to realize, is that anybody else in any other state that has a magazine capacity limitation on it, if we get the win, maybe even goes up to the Supreme Court and we get the win on this one, then that's going to affect basically the entire country. So it's not just Californians affected by this, it is the entire country affected by this. Some 10 arbitrary number, the arbitrary number 10 was created for some reason. That's safer than 15, and that's safer than 20 or 30 or whatever it is. Whatever the standard capacity is not as safe as the arbitrary 10 that they've come up with. And what's to say later on, if they win, that they don't all of a sudden say, well, 10 is maybe too much too, let's just drop it down to 5, 3, 2, or 1. What's to stop them at that point from coming up with a new number that just happens to be safer? So we need to make sure that we stay up on this one. we follow this one, we watch it, and you know, we make sure that we keep up the fight. The CRPA, the FPC, and all these groups that are pushing really hard to make this stuff actually happen for us are the people that you need to be supporting right now. So make sure that you guys do that. You know, become members of multiple places if you can. I want to thank you all very much for watching. Sorry there's not that much information that I could share with you, but that's the latest news as of today. You guys have a good one.